But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street, they hawk. Still them talk, say, make we no talk. But thank God, say, my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. And people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not dey off in mind. Oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one.
Hello there. Let me know if this audio is sounding right. Share the broadcast, invite your friends and tell them that Mayegun today.
Godfatherism, Mayegun diary. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lẹ́nu. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Come on.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Thank you. Share the broadcast.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí Facebook. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Lórí YouTube.
Thank you.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun mawi.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Mayegun Live. Thank you so much for joining me again tonight. And as you are joining, remember, like the video, share it, invite others before you finally settle down. Then read the description as well. You are likely going to be able to know where to comment and contribute. So, tonight, we are going to touch on the political abracadabra going on behind the scene. For those who are ready, we call them the gullibles, those who are ready to be deceived, are warming up to the embrace of their oppressors. They call it 2023. Others, even though they are part of the creators of the ruins, they are also warning everyone who care to listen. And tonight, we have a bit of them to touch. Presidential banjo. I remember when I did something on that. Presidential banjo. When everybody wants to be president of Nigeria, and at the same time, pretending and sugarcoating, talking about the problems of Nigeria, the problems that is actually so monumental that if those who care or who want to lead Nigeria are claimed, presidential candidate for 2023, if they really care about that place, they will first start talking about the problem, resolving the problem, not election. So tonight, read the description. It said, Tinubu, Atiku, others wants to be president of a wrecked Nigeria. We all know they've wrecked Nigeria, and we know those who wrecked Nigeria. And these are also the They are also the players in who becomes your next leaders and all that. One of them is actually a very laughable one. His name is Yeye Bello. Yeye Bello of Kogi is famous for being the, how can I describe Yeye Bello? The trickiest, atlas, and the greediest of them all, of those con men that you called your political leaders or even governors, as you would like to call them. Yeye Bello came in through the abracadabra of APC, Egbekegbe, just like what happened in Imo State, where a Supreme Court nominated politician became the governor, even though he came fourth in their own primaries. So Yeye Bello came in, the abracadabra, and when he came in, he turned Kogi State into what I am still finding the right word to describe. But I can tell you a bit about his own fraud that is so obvious that even hearing or seeing people asking or even presenting somebody like that to be president of Nigeria is enough to tell you that Nigeria is finished. Usually they say the worst of Nigeria are those that are representing the best of Nigeria. And Yeye Bello is a very, very good example. He's running too. And I caught something online, which I decided to share with you in this conversation. We'll start from there. Those who wants to be the president of a collapsing, if not a collapsed Nigeria. Yeye Bello.
Then we'll have a solid party. If it is mismanaged and we did not see the booby traps ahead of us, God forbid, may He not spell a doom for us. First important task, I want each and every one of us to pray, and pray very hard, sincerely, that the party remains solidly together. You have made a call, you'll be making this call. And severally, I have responded that I can't have eminent, passionate Nigerians calling on me to come and contribute my own quota at national level, and I'll turn it down. I'll never do that. I will accept it. But moving forward, we must run on the platform of All Progressives Congress. I should have declared long ago, going by the numbers and the numerous or the mammoth crowd of Nigerians, both old and young, men and women, both at home and in diaspora, that have been calling on me to run. I should have declared my intention openly. But at all times, you call on me, or various groups call on me, I accept. But I'm skeptical that this movement is so massive that is scary to the low-minded ones and may want to scuttle and destroy our party. Pray hard that we survive this hurdle we're about to cross. That's number one. For as long as there is life and we're healthy, in fact, that is the first criteria, the first option. So long as there's life, so long as the party remain united together, and so long as our leaders, when I say our leaders, who have labored to put this party together, did not decide to destroy it. And for
See, I just wanted you to hear it from him. We see that man talking. His name is Yeye Bello of Kogi. That is the governor of Kogi State. When he came in and he became the governor of Kogi State, it was after the APC, Egbekegbe of Bokwari, took charge at the center. So he became one of the beneficiaries of that bailout fund. You probably have heard about that. APC, Egbekegbe, when they came in, they said they met empty treasury, which means no money. But within the first 6 months, they were able to put out a bailout, which Kogi State also shared. Also, there is this Paris Club refund. You know, Nigeria is Unigbese country. So, a Paris Club, a club of, lenders who were deducting money from what Nigeria borrowed in the past, they now over-deducted. So they refunded what they deducted. And when they refunded these billions, it was when, it was when Bokwari, APC, Egbekegbe in power. Cut the long story short, this Yeye Bello, around that time, workers in Kogi, some of them have not been paid for a whole year. Pensioners have not been paid. Then this money came. Kogi State got 20 billion. So that, according to Bokwari, this would help the APC government to start on a very good footing. When this money got to Yeye Bello's hand, he parleyed with the bank and they kept the money in a special account, a special interest yielding account. From 1 year unpaid worker's salary, that increased to almost 5 years under Yeye Bello. In fact, they have become so accustomed to it that whenever they get paid at all, which is half salary as they call it, they all have to come out and say thank you to the white lion who wants to be the president of Nigeria. The secret came out just last year that Yeye Bello and his gang of crook holding Kogi, they have been making extra money from the supposed sweat of other people. And somehow is now being presented as part of the options to save Nigeria. Not just his own party members. We actually had people who prayed too.
So this nation is a gift to Kogi State. In case you don't know how special Yeye Bello is to your state, we know how special he is to Nigeria. So can we lift up our voices and appreciate the name of the Lord one more time? You are a Christian here, you are a Muslim here. Thank God for the gift of Governor Yahya Adoza David Bello. Father, we thank you for this gift. 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 Your son has grown. He grew as a child. He became a son. Now he is responsible. Lord, he has ruled your people. He is still ruling your people in Kogi State. He has declared intention to rule Nigeria. Our Father, our God, looking with the eyes of mercy. 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 Show your servant mercy in the name of Jesus Christ. Hear me very well. The Bible said, if my people that are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, he said, I, the Lord, will hear them from heaven and I will heal their land. I want us this moment. It doesn't matter whether you are a pagan. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim. It doesn't matter whether you are a Christian. The Bible says if you can humble ourselves and pray, there's God who answers. And this hot afternoon, I decree under heaven that as we pray unto God, may our prayers be answered. I said, may our prayers be answered. Therefore, this morning we are going to pray one more time. This afternoon, rather, we are going to pray one more time for Governor Yahya Adoza Bello. We are going to pray. Say, Father, in the order of Jesus, the Bible says, and Jesus grew in wisdom. He found favor with God and with men.
So, do you see why we don't have respect for your religious leaders? Do you now see why somebody like myself would always want you to separate your faith, your religion, your relationship with God, to separate it from your love, admiration, and respect for those you called men of God? I don't see them as men of God. We should wash our mouth. The men of God, we cannot just say anything anyhow. Let God deal with them. God is not going to deal with this charlatan. So if I call him a charlatan, would you feel offended? Of course you shouldn't. If you are smart, as you would probably tell yourself that you are, mixing politics with religion, using the Bible and calling on God, quoting the Bible that God said, if you can humble yourselves to call Yeye Bello to be your president. Is that not religion manipulation? Do you understand that now? Oh, Mayegun, I always love what you do. But what I don't like about you is the way you always see religion. I don't see your religion as anything bad. I respect it. I do, a lot. Because I understand what spiritual relationship can be to people who do that. So I don't question it, I don't judge it. But when I'm talking about politics, when I see charlatans dressed as your men of God, calling the name of God, quoting the Bible, praying, screaming, I don't get moved. I call them their names, charlatans. Common charlatans, hungry charlatans. They can quote the Bible from here to there. But does it make any sense? I just thought you should just see a bit about Yeye Bello and how the packaging is going. Some of you would say, Baba, forget that one, Jare, it's not going anywhere. Of course. I hear you. That is not the point I'm making. I am just trying to tell you that if to say Nigeria is a real place, Nigeria is not a crime scene. Somebody like Yeye Bello, from that government house, he should be currently cooling off in jail, serving a life sentence for what he did. But you know what? He actually he gave the EFCC that discovered the money and got the money back into from the bank and the account they kept it. Yeah. He gave them warning that they should return the money back. If they don't return the money, it's going to sue them. It's going to make them lose their job. That is Nigeria for you, a crime scene. He is not the only one. Even though this one, they like to call him Alagbafo. But I mean, it is Nigeria. What is wrong if he too become president? Dele Momodu.
My leader, and I am very proud to say you are my leader. I bring you the good tidings of my people of Owan East local government. The journey ahead is something that I have planned very carefully in over 30 years. You were not a hardcore politician. And I've always believed that leadership is about managing people and resources. It's not about being a politician. And from what I've seen, even from the organization in your office today, I can see that touch of excellence, that touch of class. And that is what I believe. That is what I believe we should introduce to Nigeria at the national level. I know how things are done. And it is painful. We come back, we all grumble and lament like the biblical Jeremiah, and we end up doing nothing about it. And I believe that I have one of the best chances of winning that election. It's not, our strategy is not something we can say publicly, but I can tell you that it is meticulously planned and it will be meticulously delivered by the grace of God. Thank you so much.
Welcome my brother, Dele Momodu, and his lovely wife home to Edo State. What I want to tell you is that, look, as an Edo man, one of our key attributes is to believe in yourself and live for what you believe in. And God has endowed us with that indomitable spirit. And when Nigeria has found itself in the crossroads, very difficult times, we as a people, minority we are, have always risen up to provide leadership. It was Anthony Nahoro from this same place who said and moved the motion that this country, Nigeria, should become independent. So the journey you're embarking on today is what typifies you, where you come from. Dele Momodu is a household name in Nigeria. And over the last few decades, you have contributed your own mark into the political discourse of our country. And I'm glad that you've documented a lot of your contributions. Nigeria is at a crossroads. This last weekend, a few of us gathered together and had a real brainstorming session for more than 20 hours on